Hello, greetings. Thank you for choosing to rest with me. This is a practice to welcome the energies of autumn equinox. And as I record this, we are still in the energies of the equinox. So there is this sense of balance and harmony. We may be feeling that a little bit more. So the light and the dark are at about 12 hours each. So I think of this as a tide because the actual equinox was a few days ago already, but we're still in those energies of the equinox. So I think it's really powerful to still be holding on to the rhythm of this turning and asking ourselves what needs to stay as we move toward this dark time. And what are we growing from the seeds planted? And what needs to be let go of and allowed to decay? So there's so much about trust at this foundation of holding on and letting go and trusting what is growing within and outside in our lives. So perhaps there's something in our lives that letting go just feels like too much. So we honor what we're holding on to. And this speaks to what Asia Solar in her book Mirrors in the Earth talks about. She talks about this word called marcescence, which means to shrivel. And it's speaking about that there are some deciduous trees in the fall, at the end of fall, that are still holding their leaves. And then they end up dropping their leaves in the spring to offer rich compost to the new budding trees. And so there's something to be said about marcescence and holding on. So much about autumn is letting go, surrendering, releasing, and that is beautiful. It's a beautiful practice to recognize what isn't serving us and trusting in the letting go. But also, there's a piece here about um, hanging on, holding on, this growth and this decay. And so, the energies of autumn are down and inward, going inward to our inner sanctuary, our inward dwelling spirit. So we're called to maybe be doing a lot of spiritual work, contemplation, self reflection as we prepare for the winter. So this is a time of preparation as we head toward the dark time. It's such a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time in the natural world with the colors changing in the deciduous trees. And as I shared earlier, equinox means equal light, an equal night. So it's about a balance of light and dark. It's also the second harvest, where the first harvest comes on August 1st, and then this third harvest comes on Halloween. And the equinox is when the sun crosses the equator going from north to south. So if we were in the southern hemisphere, we would be honoring the spring equinox with the movement of the sun south to north. So depending on where we're at is how we experience this light. So we're acknowledging growth and expansion in the natural world and maybe in our own lives as well. So witnessing the cycle of growth and stability and decay and eventual death. So this is the literal harvesting of food, but also of dreams, seeds planted. And this is where the earth begins her dreaming time. So we honor the shifting of our earth at this time. So holding all of that, feeling what is moving inside of us, beginning to prepare for our practice, Yoga Nidra, the state of Yoga Nidra. Getting comfortable. Perhaps there's a little movement that needs to happen before settling into stillness can happen. Really listening to what your body needs, what your mind needs. The invitation is to be in a comfortable position. So traditionally, Yoga Nidra is practiced in Shavasana, laying down, corpse pose. So being receptive, open, held. You can also practice in a fetal sideline position, standing, sitting, walking. Just taking care in whatever position you choose to practice in. If you are laying down, supporting the neck, the knees, blankets, maybe something over the eyes, closing down the eyes, softening the eyes, turning inward. And if you could get yourself 1, 5, 10% more comfortable, what would that look like? What would you need to get that much more comfortable? This is your practice. This is your time of rest. You are choosing rest. So honor that in being as comfortable and cozy as you are able in your Nidra nest. Begin scanning the body from crown to tips of toes, just noticing areas of the body that are held, where you are efforting still, just letting go, scanning through your body, noticing where you're holding on, where there's feelings of openness or neutrality. We're not changing anything here. We're just noticing and noticing the sounds greeting your ears. You receiving sounds. You aren't reaching for the sounds, you're welcoming the sounds coming to you. The touch of air on any exposed skin, through your nostrils. taste in your mouth. Welcoming the air through the nostrils into the lungs as we begin bringing awareness to our breath in a deeper way. And increasing your inhalation to a count of 4, 5, or 6, whatever feels good. And exhaling for a 4, 5, or 6 count, whatever feels good. And noticing the transitions at the top of the inhalation and the bottom of the exhalation. And recognizing that at each deepening inhalation, the growing inhalation, we move smoothly into the decay of the exhalation. So every time we are breathing, we are welcoming simultaneously growth and decay with our breath. Thousands of times a day, we hold growth and decay. As we breathe. Honoring this teacher of our breath. Continue to take a couple more deep breaths at your own pace, allowing this expansion and growth on the inhalation, the contraction, the releasing and the decaying on the exhalation. And letting that go, bringing your breath back to its natural rhythm. No forcing and no shaping, just resting with the breath, allowing the breath to move you. Begin dropping from the thinking mind. In this effortless practice, this may be one of the hardest things, is dropping from the thinking mind. We won't ever be void of thought. It's how we receive thought. Let thought move through. Slow down the pace of our thought. And this is what the practice of Yoga Nidra does. So dropping from the thinking mind. I read something the other day, unminding the mind. So we are unminding the mind, allowing our thoughts to drop like a waterfall through our body into our heart, letting our heart filter our thoughts. Imagine our heart filtering our thoughts. And as we bring awareness to our heart, we invite an intention for the practice, for our life, for our day. In Yoga Nidra, we call it a sankalpa. To move toward our heart's desire. And so in that, we plant our sankalpa in our heart and allow it to anchor us, to direct us to our heart's desire. If you are working with the sankalpa, that's awesome. Go ahead and call that in 3 times with 3 breaths, allowing it to expand out beyond you with each breath. Perhaps there's an intention coming forward. Go ahead and use that. If you are unsure, maybe one of these feels good. I am grateful for the blessings in my life. Or I am peaceful and grateful. Or maybe this one, I am trusting in the rhythms of life, welcoming the dark and light. Whatever you choose, saying it quietly, dropping it into your heart 3 times with 3 deep breaths, allowing the breath to expand this sankalpa out beyond your energy field, out into the world. So mote it be. Now we'll begin a rotation of consciousness. Where you are invited to follow the sounds of my voice in this guidance as I bring awareness to areas of the body by naming the areas of the body. If it feels good, you can repeat the area that I name back to yourself, or simply bring your sensing, feeling awareness to this area, the feeling sensation of this area. So we're not thinking our way through, we are feeling our way through. Starting at the crown of the head, the tip of the nose, the roof of the mouth, the tip of the tongue, and the root of the tongue. The right and left cheeks of the mouth, radiating with sensation, buzzing with aliveness. Right ear, left ear, the space between the eyebrows. The right eye and the left eye, and the micro muscles behind each eye. Your head and face radiating with sensation. awareness, aliveness, pit of the throat, center of the chest, at the heart space where your sankalpa, your intention, is living and breathing and being breathed by you. Your right shoulder, elbow, wrist, palm of the hand, right thumb, first finger, second, third, and small finger, your whole right arm, shoulder, hand, alive, pure awareness. Center of the chest, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, palm, thumb, first finger, second, third, and small finger, radiating with sensation. Your whole left arm, hand, and shoulder, radiating, alive, buzzing with awareness. Navel, pelvic bowl, right hip, knee, ankle, foot, right big toe, second, third, fourth, and small toe. Your whole right leg, hip, foot, receiving sensation, radiance, buzzing, present. Left hip, knee, ankle, foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, small toe, the whole left hip, leg, foot, radiant, alive with sensation and presence. Your low back, all of your spine, back of the neck, base of the skull, and back to the crown of the head. sensation all along your back body. Radiance and shimmering sensation in the front of your body. Welcoming your wholeness, aliveness, inviting the natural rhythm of your breath to move through as if you were inhaling through the back body and exhaling through the front body. Just imagine allowing this natural rhythm of your breath to move through you as if on the inhale through your back body, the exhale, your front body. And letting that go. Bringing awareness once again to the back body. From the back of your head to your heels. Just bringing awareness to your back body as if your front body has floated away. Settling deeper and deeper into the sport below you, allowing this support to hold your back body, your whole back body. Now welcoming your front body, whole front body, from top of the head and tips of toes, open, awake. Allowing the ocean of air that your front body is facing to support you. As if your back body has drifted away. There is only sensation in your front body. Bringing awareness back to your back body. And once again to your front body. Holding awareness of your back and front body simultaneously. And imagine this feeling of growth in your body, throughout your whole body, this feeling tone of growth, all throughout your body. And now inviting this feeling of decay throughout your whole body. Decay. Trusting this feeling. You are held. Decay. A welcoming growth. This feeling of growth. And now also this feeling of decay. Inviting both growth and decay within your internal landscape, holding both simultaneously, growth and decay. Now, can you welcome this feeling of distracted? Distracted throughout your whole body. What does distracted feel like? And letting that go and inviting this feeling of grounded, grounded throughout your whole body, grounded. And at once holding distracted and grounded at the same time. And letting that go. And from a grounded place, you feel a pull toward a forest, one that you love, one that you're getting to know, one inside your imagination. You step slowly into this forest from a meadow. And immediately the light shifts, softens a bit, darkens from where you just came from. The sun is dappling the light through the trees. On this early autumn day, the overstory is still quite thick and green, with perceptible shifts in color. And the gentle breeze invites leaves to let go, to float downward toward the earth. You walk, taking in the sights, the smells, and sounds. Perhaps you hear rustling leaves, bird song of late season migratory birds, insects buzzing. You continue walking. You come to a place where there isn't a lot of understory. It feels open and spacious. You notice a huge fallen grandmother tree. It's decaying and settling into the earth. And you have this feeling that you'd like to lay your back body down on this tree. And so you do. And you lay so long that your back melds with this grandmother tree. You are the tree, and the tree is you, resting and surrendering, giving and receiving, not out of obligation, but out of reciprocity. As the wood decays, nutrients seep into the earth. They are recycled. And simultaneously, the front of your body facing toward the forest ceiling invites living beings through you. Insects and ferns, mosses and lichens and mushrooms and fungi. Making use of these nutrients. They are the recyclers, putting nutrients back into the soil for other forest beings to use as they grow. You are this place that nourishes the forest growth. Rest in the knowing that the forest of your being holds both gifts of growth and decay that span out into the world like roots and mycelial networks. Allowing this awareness to move through you just as the clouds move through the sky above you. Dissolving into spacious awareness, abiding as this awareness itself, that you are one with nature, one with all. Bringing your awareness to your heart space once again, where your intention abides, inviting in your sankalpa, your heart's desire, speaking it into your heart 3 times. Now, resting in silent stillness for a few moments, as you welcome your innate wholeness. Rest, rest, rest. inviting you to begin to bring your awareness to the sensations and energy in your body. Connecting to your breath once again. By counting your breath from 1 to 5. Inhaling 1, exhaling 1, inhaling 2, exhaling 2, at your own pace to the count of 5. Sensing your physical body, the weight of your body, held by our loving earth. Inviting slow and gentle movement, maybe to fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, whatever feels good to you right now, following the impulse of your body, asking yourself what you need in this moment. Perhaps you need to stay resting. That's awesome. Perhaps your body is needing some bigger movements because you have to move forward in your day. Being mindful, gentle, slow with whatever movements your body is calling for. If you aren't able to continue resting, please feel free to follow the guidance of my voice. If you are laying down, coming to a side lying position, maybe taking a couple breaths on your side, as we find our way to a seated position, a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. We are all meeting in a seated position. Hands over heart, feel good, or hands in Anjali Mudra or prayer, Gasho, so palms together. Or maybe your hands are in your lap. Whatever feels good in receiving this medicine of Yoga Nidra. Maybe if you're still feeling a little ungrounded, spacey. Maybe bringing some tapping, gentle tapping to the head and the face and the body. Perhaps some shoulder massage. Just really allowing yourself to come into presence with this now, with the moment, with your body. Your beautiful body that holds your prana, your breath, your energy, your life force, your emotion, your thoughts and feelings, your imagination, your ego, your connection to the all, your witness. This is all held in your body, the Ana Maya Kosha, the food body, the gross body. Let us offer gratitude to our body, our mind, our indwelling spirit, offering gratitude to this lineage of ancient meditation, offering gratitude to all of my teachers, and gratitude to the lands that we practice on. May you all be held in the rhythms of nature. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today and welcoming the energies of the equinox and growth and decay. May you be well. Thank you so much.